But so look, the biggest point, the overall point of everything I just said is this. Again, my health and my well-being and the actual state of my soul, and I, as the actual being I am in this body that came into this world, not to become of this world, not to live my life for anyone else, to live what anyone else thinks I'm supposed to live from the programs they were told. I didn't get my life given by any of y'all here. I came into this body. Now everything here has been distracting me and pulling me away from what I was supposed to bring into this world. I'm nothing of what is here. Y'all all will try to gaslight me and get me to lose myself here, but y'all are all getting sicker and sicker and sicker, and I just have to tap into my health, tap into my well-being, tap into nature, and while it is that this whole system is imploding in on itself, I'm going to be sitting out in nature and healing in nature, and then nature is the actual planet, so it's like when the system washes away, the actual real thing that was always the main purpose outside of this system is just going to reclaim its own planet, nature. Where it is that y'all were all ignoring nature, thinking I was talking out my ass when I was saying everything I was saying about how I don't need money, I don't want to live in this man's system. Y'all think I'm speaking about something that's secondary, something to the side. No, y'all are the ones to the side, and we're about to wipe y'all right the fuck off and regrow all of our nature over all this toxic bullshit. Y'all have to constantly kill nature. Y'all have to constantly cut nature every year. Nature's always growing. The moment y'all stop cutting nature, we're back. The moment you stop holding your foot on our necks, we're back. You have to hold us down. The natural state is for us to always build energy. We're always raising in vibration. The sun is always heating up. They have to constantly put clouds and block it off. What I'm saying is the natural state is for everything to keep growing and raising in vibration and getting full of life. They have to keep knocking it down and keep it on its lowest level and then keep a barrier on it to keep it held down artificially. But nature is the truth, and everything comes from nature in infinite abundance outside of man's ego and his control and his system. And that's exactly what I came here to do. Destroy this man's system and not operate in any level of control through it and live on my planet as a sovereign being, not as a citizen of any corporation. You feel me? So y'all can follow this man, his medicines, his sciences, his thought forms, and see exactly where it gets y'all. You feel me? Meanwhile, where it is that I'm going to be tapping into nature, the real energies of life, healing my body. And I'm not going to be focused on ever working a job in this system again. Want to know why? Because I'm a divine nature being that eats the air, that eats the sun, that eats fruits. That the moment I even put any of that man-made food in my body, I get horribly sick and weak. I want to live on my planet in nature as a divine Anunnaki God, super strong nature being I am. I don't need to live in this system, and I do not need any of the things in this man's system that this man tries to get me to believe I need. This human being man, made in my image. These are low vibrational physical beings. I am directly connected to life. I get the energies of life itself beamed through my body to get I to be alive. Way higher than anything of this 3D with these physical human beings. I get the energy of life itself. Through nature, through the air, through the sun, through the direct connection to source itself, life itself. I am life itself. I do not need anything in this system. This system is going to wash away, and I will be living on my planet once more. Fully in nature once more. So let everyone around me be in their lost states where they're blindly following this world, looking down at you through ego, if they do. Not saying they do all the time, but there are times when they are looking down at me from an ego. Meanwhile, the states they exist in are, they're sick as fuck, miserable as fuck, low vibrational as fuck. But then all they have is this physical world of a little bit of money, a job, being a part of this system, which is really a temporary cancer to my planet. Y'all have me as a slave in y'all system, where it is that y'all won't let me have access to any of the natural resources of my planet to then put me in a state to where then you can look down at me and be like, look at him, he's a bum. But no, I'm not. I'm a being of my planet that in nature is way more stronger, way more advanced, way more than any of y'all could fathom. And y'all just want to kick me and beat me while I'm down in this temporary state within this system. But that's all going to wash away. And nature is returning in full abundance. So, just use the 6 states that everyone else is around you in as confirmation to keep going on what you're going. And to never look back at that food. Because I was just sick as fuck for 2 days straight after eating the food again after 9 days of not eating it. I ate some macaroni and cheese. I was throwing up for 2 days straight. Horribly sick. Like, it's not even a question anymore about if this food gets me sick. It's that this food isn't even what we think it is to begin with. It's a bunch of random things put together called a word, and then you just eat it, and it could be made of anything. And people just be blind. They don't even question anything. Down to what they put in their mouths. But so word. The people around me are lost, for the most part, following this world and his system. And if they keep doing that, then they're gonna go right with this man and his system in the downward spiral toxicity. And so word. I just gotta save myself, heal myself, and tap into my planet and nature. I should.